Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I'm Kanishka from class 10B. Today we are going to see a lesson named Boli written by K. Abbas from Footprints Without Feet book. Boli is a lesson of a girl who struggles a lot and faces many problems in each and every stage of her life. Before going into the lesson, let's see about the author K. Abbas. He was born on 7th June 1914 in Panipat. He was educated at Aligarh Muslim University. The World is My Village, The 13 Victim and Distant Dreams are his books. He got National Film Award for Best Feature Film. He died on 1st June 1987 in Mumbai. Let's go into the lesson now. Her name was Sulekha, but since her childhood, everyone had been calling her Boli, the simpleton. Here's the introduction of that girl. Her name was Sulekha, but everyone used to call her Boli, the simpleton. It means the person who was so simple and innocent or who is ignored by others. She was the fourth daughter of Nambedar Ramalal. When she was 10 months old, she had fallen off the cot on her head and perhaps it had damaged some part of her brain. That was why she remained a backward child and came to be known as Boli, the simpleton. Here's the introduction of her father. His name is Ramlal and Boli is the fourth daughter of him. When Boli was 10 months old, she fell off the cot. Cot means bed. Cot is meant by bed. She fell off the cot on her head. So some part of her brain was damaged. From that everyone started calling her Boli. Ramalal had 7 children, 3 sons, 4 daughters. The youngest of them was Boli. It was a prosperous farmer's household and there was plenty to eat and drink. As we all know Ramalal already, he has 7 children in total, 3 sons and 4 daughters. And Boli was the last of them. Ramlal's family was very wealthy family and there was a lot to eat and drink. All the children except Boli were healthy and strong. The sons had been sent to the city to study in schools, later in college. Of the daughter Radha, the eldest had been married. The second daughter Mangla's marriage has also been settled. And when that was done, Ramlal would think of his third daughter Champa. The sons were sent to school in city and then later followed by the college. Of the daughters, his first daughter was Radha and she was already married. His second daughter Mangla's marriage has also been fixed. Then next the third daughter Champa. They were all good looking healthy girls and it was not difficult to find bridegroom for them. But Ramalal was worried about Boli. She had neither good looks nor intelligence. All the three daughters were very healthy and looking good too. So it was not hard for Ramlal to find grooms for them. But he was quite worried about Boli because she was not even looking good and she was not intelligent too. Boli was 7 years old when Mangla got married. The same year, a primary school for girls were opened in the village. The Dasildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. He said to Ramlal, as revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village. And so, you must set an example to the villagers. You must send your daughters to school. Mangla was married. When Mangla was married, Boli was 7 years old. At the same year, a primary girls' school was opened at their village and the Dasildar of the village was there to open it. The Dasildar said to Ramlal to send his daughter to the school as he was the representative of the government in that village. It would be a nice example for other villagers to send their daughters to school. That night when Ramalal consulted his wife, she cried, "Are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them?" But Ramlal had not the courage to disobey the Tahsildar. At last, wife said, "I will tell you what to do. Send Boli to school." as it is there is little chance of her getting married with her ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers at the school worry about her. And Ramalal discussed about this with his wife, but his wife started shouting that, "Are you going crazy? If girls were educated and sent to school, who will marry them?" But Ramalal had no courage to disobey the Dasildas' words. At last, they came to a decision. Ramlal's wife said to send Boli to school as there is a very little chance of getting her married. Next day, Ramalal caught Boli by the hand and said, "Come with me. I will take you to school." Boli was frightened. She did not know what a school was like. She remembered a few days ago the old cow Lakshmi had been turned out of the house and sold. The next day, uh, the, ne- the next day, Ramalal caught Boli's hands and said, "Come, let's go to the school. I will take you to the school." But Boli was so frightened because she didn't know what a school was like. Um, but she remembered that a few days ago their cow Lakshmi was taken out of the house and it was sold. "No, no," she shouted in terror and pulled her hand away from the father's grip. "What's the matter with you, fool?" shouted Ramalal. "I'm only taking you to school." Then he told to his wife, "Let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and other schoolgirls think of us when they see her?" As Boli was in terror, she started shouting, "No, no, I will not come with you," because and pulled her hand out of her father's grip. Then Ramalal got angry and started shouting at her, "What's wrong with you, fool? I'm just taking you to school." Then he told his wife to give Boli some decent clothes because they were only worried that what would teachers and other schoolgirls think of them when they see her. New clothes had never been made for Boli. The old dress of her sister were passed on to her. No one cared when to wash her clothes, but today she was lucky to receive a clean dress which had shrunk after many washings and no longer fitted Champa. She was even bathed and oil rubbed into her dry and matted hair. Only then she began to believe that she was being taken to a place better than her home. Before this, no new clothes had been provided for Boli. She wore her sister's old dress which was no longer used by her sisters. But that day she was given washed and clean dress. Before this, no one cared to wash her dresses, and she was even bathed, and oil was rubbed to her dry and matted hair. Matted means tangled. Oil was rubbed to her dry and tangled hair. After these many things, only after these many things, she started to believe that she was taken to a place. She is taken to a place better than her home. When they reached the school, the children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed over his daughter to the headmistress. Left alone, the poor girl looked about her with fear-laden eyes. There were several rooms, and in each of them, girls were squatted on the mats, reading from books or writing on slates. The headmaster asked Boli to sit down in a corner in one of the classrooms. And they reached the school, and all other students were already in the school. Ramlal left his daughter to the headmistress. There were so many rooms in that school, and each and every room girls like her squatted. Squatted meant sitting on knees. Sitting. Girls were sitting on his squatted on mats. Squatted and they sat on mats, and some of them were reading and some of them were writing on slates. And headmistress and the teacher asked Boli to sit in some corner of the classroom. Boli did not know what a school was exactly like and what happened there, but she was glad to find so many girls almost of her own age present there. She hoped that one of the girls might become her friend. And as I said already, Boli did not know what his school was like and what will be going on there, but she was so happy and glad to see so many girls of her same age, and she hoped one of them to become her friend. The lady teacher who was in the classroom was saying something to the girls, but Boli could not understand nothing. She looked at the pictures on the wall. The colors fascinated her. Horse was brown, just like the horse on which the Jasildar had come to visit their village. The goat was black like the goat of their neighbor. The parrot was green like the parrots she had seen in mango orchard. The cow was just like their Lakshmi. And the teacher started teaching or saying something, but Boli could not understand anything. So she started looking at the walls. There was colorful pictures on the walls, and that colors fascinated her. There was a horse, parrot, goat and a cow. The horse was just like the horse on which Dasildar came to visit their village, and the parrot was green, same as the parrot she saw in mango orchard. And the goat was just like their neighbor's goat, and the cow was looking same as their Lakshmi. Let's continue remaining part of the lesson in next session. Thank you.
SRMJV is not just a school, it's a one-time experience.
VM Nagar, Tiruvallur,